What's better than Julius Caesar's nuts? Oh, Brawling News number 127, and it's coming right up. We're going to be talking about Scott Steiner and his failed lawsuit against TNA. We're also going to be talking about Hulk Hogan and his sex tape lawsuit. We're going to talk about, Alistair Overeem and will he or won't he be fighting in UFC 156? And we're going to talk about the sad, sad fate of Strikeforce, which is where we'll talk about Julius Caesar's nuts. All that and more coming right up. Hey, you want to save 20% off of everything in the store? Then show up on the 20th of every month, because the 20th is Founders Day here at Alternate Reality. And on Founders Day, everything except this week's new comics and bulk supplies is 20% off. That's right, every single thing in the store is 20% off every 20th here at Alternate Reality.
Honestly, who bruises in a bubble bath? It's time for Brawling News, a comic book man and Bo.
Beating each other to a pulp is part of our rich, illustrious national heritage. Brawling News, episode 127, Gallivantage.
Hey folks, how you doing? Comic Book Man here. Welcome once again to my video outhouse. It's time for
Brawling News!
Brawling News! Coming to you from this place, Alternate Reality, located at the intersection of 111th and Kedzie in beautiful downtown Mount Greenwood. Alternate Reality, where all my new comic books are always 15% off every day for everyone. This is going to be a wrestling and an MMA edition of Brawling News, so a little bit of everything, except WWE. We're not really going to talk too much about that. Our first story up, though, is going to involve Scott Steiner, and he has filed not his first, but his second lawsuit against
TNA. He's suing TNA. He says that he had a match at a house show in Michigan with Jeff Hardy, and Jeff Hardy was loaded up on drugs, even though
that's a terrible thing to say, and that's a rumor. That's an insinuation.
No. Even though Jeff Hardy's been passing drug tests since he came back from
suspension. Yes, he has. The man
is clean.
The man's clean.
But Scott figured this is a way to get some cash. He was suing TNA for $750 grand in damages for this this horrible event that happened in his life, which hurt himself. And then actually earlier today, the suit mysteriously disappeared, which means they probably gave him $20 and said, "Get the hell out of here."
Okay. So that suit's over with.
Yes.
But
his other suit about defamation of character still exists.
Okay.
Is it a nice suit?
No. Have you ever seen the man? He wears a chainmail outfit.
Yes. Yes, he does. He has ridiculously malformed arms.
Yes, his arms look like scary.
They look very scary.
They look like turkeys.
Speaking of scary things that you never want to see, the Hulk Hogan sex tape is still rambling along in the internet news chat sites.
Hogan was suing DJ Bubba the Love Sponge over releasing the tape. He was suing him for 15 grand. Then about a day.
That's it. 15 grand.
Then about a day after
15 grand.
About a day after the suit was over with, he and Bubba made up.
He said, "Damn, why didn't I make it $500,000?"
But now Hogan is suing Bubba's now ex-wife Heather for 15 grand.
Why? Because she didn't make him come?
Because she was in the sex tape. Although
he was too.
This is where the irony comes in.
Oh, there's irony.
He has another suit against Gawker.com. He was suing them for $100 million. So you sue $100 million, 15 grand. $100 million, 15 grand.
So he likes somebody, but not somebody
else.
Well,
and then a judge in Florida looked at it and went, "Dude, you're in somebody else's house, having sex with a woman who wasn't your wife. You were on TV. You have no right to privacy. Get the hell out of my courtroom!" So that suit's over.
Was he that loud?
Yes. He was pretty insistent.
Yes, the judge was that
Judges
loud.
in Florida are really loud.
Yes, judges are usually that loud, yes.
It's because of the humidity. It's very warm. And the roads.
As I promised at the top, we're going to talk about MMA, and our first MMA story is Alistair Overeem. He's going to fight who and what?
Antonio Bigfoot Silva. Yes, that is his nickname.
Yes,
well,
Bigfoot.
His feet are really huge.
You know what that means, don't you?
Yeah, well, that's what they say.
We all know what that means.
Big shoes.
Big shoes.
He's going to fight
oversized socks.
Big shoes. He's going to fight him at UFC 156, which takes place on Super Bowl weekend. Ironically, Overeem is still under suspension for failing a steroid.
More irony. Irony atop irony.
Oh, no. So, his hearing in front of the Nevada State Athletic Commission is in January.
Oh, God, this is like Shakespeare.
The UFC fight is in February, so you're assuming he gets cleared 2 weeks before the fight.
You assume.
All right. And if he doesn't, there's no main event.
You know what they say about people who assume?
Yes, I know.
You make an ass out of
you and
me. There you go. Okay. And our last story up involves a sister company to the UFC, Strikeforce, will go on to bigger and better things in 2013.
Strikeforce after January the 12th is as dead as Julius Caesar's nuts.
Julius Caesar had nuts?
Yes,
he must have.
Well, I hope so.
Hey, sometimes I feel like a nut.
Sometimes you don't.
Yeah, I know. And so this means...
Yes, what does it mean?
This means...
No more strike force, that's what it means.
Well, this means Ronda Rousey is now the first Ronda Rousey, who's a very popular girl. She is now UFC's first and only female fighter.
Okay.
So she broke the barrier. She is now their official bantamweight champion. They've never had a woman fighter in their history ever again. She's the first, and she's it. And she was also in Jim Rome's show this week, and she said, apparently, you know the rumor about boxers, before a fight they don't have sex?
No sex, yes.
Right.
No
That applies to guys.
What, does she get in a ring and beat herself up?
Now for girls, it doesn't like a bunny.
It doesn't apply to women because it increased their testosterone levels. So Rousey told Jim Rome on TV, yes, before a fight, if I'm with a guy, I screw his brains out until a fight.
There's only one way to increase a woman's...
It is Shakespearean.
There's only one way to increase a woman's testosterone level.
Yes.
Inject her with some.
Inject her with some. And how do you do that?
Needles.
Yeah, needles. Yes.
Needles. Turkey baster.
Turkey baster's a needle.
It involves Julius Caesar's nuts.
Julius Caesar's nuts.
And there we go. We've come full circle. That's it. We're done. We're finished around here. We got no more Brawling news. But go to the store's website. Check out all the Brawling news. This man sends me. I post
up. Is Julius Caesar's nuts on there?
Yes,
you can sign. I don't know. Are they? Have you sent me any stories?
You have them on sale here, don't you?
Yes, Julius.
Signed by the original artist.
Signed by the original artist. And where's the website at?
Sarah knows.
You crystallized my thoughts eloquently.
Legend has it that some people have never returned. www.modealtenantreality.com. You've been warned.
So go to the store's website, check out all his news and all of this man's reviews, even though it has nothing to do with Brawling news. And until next time, this is Comic Book Man.
He reviewed Haywire, didn't he?
This is Bo, and this is
JR. I love the fight. I love the fighting.
Oh, let me help you out here. Saying bye.
The Video Outhouse is brought to you by some of the finest people willing to work for free. This is a list of some of them.